Great reception. That play had it all.
I don't know what I'm gonna stream yet. I got Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas though.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm trying to look for an RPG game right now though. Oh, but tough life. What is this?
Coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again.
Bro, I might get this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Hobo. Tough Life. Basically, you're a hobo and you gotta survive. You gotta be a hobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to another live chat. Today I'm gonna play a couple more video games. Or play a couple more games.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm totally buying this
now
too.
ready to get this one started, and we are underway
$60?
from
Hell yeah,
Minneapolis.
brother.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Yeah, I'm buying the 7 Deadly
And he
Sins
won't
game.
quite make it to the 25.
Yeah.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback from Western Kentucky by way of South Florida. It's Mike White.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Online.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out of the gun, it's White. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
This is one of the rings game that I want.
They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this returnable for Rager. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Cousins.
You know what?
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
'Tis fine.
Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Cousins.
I have no
He's
more
gonna
racks.
loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's White. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now White. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
What are you doing, City?
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful or he can hit you going back the other direction.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw, White. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Whatever, Cat, just leave it there.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
I'll be right back, Dan.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting position for the Jets as their 36-yard line. The play fake, now White, rolling to his right. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, White. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I say surprising at first there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. White's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first
City, you got
quarter
food now.
play.
Go eat.
3-0 after
Come on.
one on EA Sports.
Come on, babies. Come on. You got food now. Go eat. Yeah, eat.
White. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I'm sorry I didn't fed you any sooner. I didn't know
Into
that.
a fourth down.
But I suppose you were kind of meow.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You better not be cheating over it, John.
Who's
From the
cheating,
shotgun,
homie?
it's
I don't
Cousins.
have time to cheat.
That's complete to Justin
I
Jefferson.
hop on your stream and listen to
And he'll be marked down right at the
How am I
20-yard
cheating,
line.
homie?
If you're going to blitz,
I'm
you're
not
going to leave
saying
in
you
man
are,
coverage
just
with this
saying.
guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver,
Yeah, I'm
if
looking
you
at
blitz
there
that
you go.
into man coverage,
You
you're
go
going
on
to
you,
him,
bro.
even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender
I
does.
can't believe you're playing as
Gain
Vikings
again.
again
That's now
now.
31 yards
Hey, they
combined on
good.
those last 2 plays.
When I'm controlling them.
Shit.
Ain't too bad.
Looking in zone, but it's
I think you're
incomplete.
better
I
in
think
real
he's got to be
life.
careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing
Damn.
lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Oh, fuck.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Joseph's got it. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the
You
game.
see
So
that?
it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on
If
there
not, just
that
saying
unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio,
Swear to God, guys,
that
you
answer
throw
is
up
1.
back there because you're
He's
eating too
not gonna
fast.
get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a
I'm
way
gonna
to
have to
finish
get you
these
some to
drives in
fucking
end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
stop you from eating too horribly fast.
Ball again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now White. And that is incomplete. Passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Here comes Rager. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them,
And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. The throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're on front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. White looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
You know, John, I gotta tell you this. Nothing beats the opening of San Andreas.
Very good return that time. 18 yards.
And
come the offense as they take over.
Especially with that old-timey music, like the 80s hip-hop sound.
Lead and head into the locker room. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, 72 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. A final shot before break. White. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Damn.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings
I wonder if the
on
cheat
top.
still
As we'll
works.
send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gotti.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense set to begin the
we
third
can
quarter.
nose manual in
Charles,
this
if they had
game.
a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always a...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Jets offense now, getting set to start off this third quarter. On first down, it's White. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage goes all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hall again on 2nd down. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Little motherfucker.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now White with a 1st down throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw on third down, White, and now another one thrown.
Get out of here, ballers.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Bro, your neck looking like it's broken, bro.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to make a 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. White.
Interception! Woo!
Flex. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will be taken down. But a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. We saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. Touchdown, Vikings! 72 yards on the punt return. And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now out come the Jets. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the shotgun, here's White. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. White. Caught by Wilson. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. It has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. White's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Damn!
Impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really
they just kicked off and I just annihilated them with just receiving their catch.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. White. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Cousins here to throw.
Not that I know of, no.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
it's not cool to be fucking dropping.
To pad their stats a bit, but
it's
as
not
far
cool
as
to
the
do
need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's always just
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. A Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
City, get your ass back over here now.
Ooh, Vikings versus the Panthers. Let's go.
Quit pulling your shit, Cat. You won't be getting hurt. God, stop it. Get your ass in there. Get.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Tennessee.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis, from the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Darnold going to throw right away.
Interception.
Picked up by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball.
And he'll get
I'm gonna hop off for a little bit. Hold on, I gotta charge my headset.
Dalvin Cook punching it in from a
I'll be on in like an hour
and the Vikings use the
or
early
2.
turnover to get on the board first here in this
I'll
one.
catch you later, man.
Later, homie.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring game summary. 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
From the 24, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Darnold. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Darnold now to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, They threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Play fake. Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 16, Darnold. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On play action, Cousins. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 30 yards. Throwing, Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back.
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Foreman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions. Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly... He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Darnold completes it. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Foreman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now it's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense. Diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And that is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins now. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. There's another one complete to Shenault. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw, Darnold. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Darnold to throw again. Flushed out right. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 59 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.